Okay. Oh, hello guys. Hello. I'm sorry. I always get super nervous when I hit start recording and I just start smiling a lot and then I'm just sitting here smiling the whole entire time. But I'm sorry. I can't sit here. I cannot stop myself from smiling. I've tried multiple times and I can't keep sitting here not hitting record. So I hit record. We're starting and I'm smiling and I'll lock in after a few seconds. But anyways, hello guys. Hello and welcome back. Welcome back to another Jester Speaks, where I talk and you listen. We have a nice topic today. We honestly have a really nice topic today. I might have talked to Chat GPT a little. Like I always used to say, like I'm not a big Chat GPT person. I don't use it. I don't use it to like solve certain things. I more so use it to help get another outlook on something. Like you'll understand today when we start talking a little bit more and I start explaining what they said and what I was thinking and all that good stuff. So you understand what I mean, but I don't really use it to like figure out to especially for like well I'm not in school right now, but if I was in school, I don't think I would use it for like 90% of things unless it's something that I can use it but not also get an answer if that makes sense. Yeah. But anyways, welcome back. Today's topic. It's more of a question than a topic. The question for today is why are we afraid of the things we love most? And this could be the reason I asked myself this question was for another reason, but then there's also the reason of more so looking on a perspective of vulnerability. What I the reason I asked myself this question wasn't really doesn't really fall under the category of vulnerability. Of course, vulnerability is things like the fear of loss, not being enough, change, and depending on it. Uh, this doesn't really correlate to what I'm referring to. You'll understand when I get into it. But there is another side to it, which is what I just said, the fear of losing things, the fear of being codependent, the fear of being not being consumed, the fear of not being enough. I actually talked to my therapist once a while. It was a good little minute ago, and she said that she said the fear of not being enough was my problem. Not problem. It's not a problem, but the fear of not being enough was something that I was dealing with in the moment. So, so that is another side of the story that you can possibly look at and think about. But for me, it's different. So the reason I asked myself this question was because I was in my car the other night and I was just thinking, I was just enjoying the moonlight. I love the moon so much. Every time I see it, especially during the daytime, I'm just like wonderful. It's so beautiful. I love the moon. I'm a big moon person. I'm a nighttime person, and this is what made me ask the question. I was sitting in the car, and as I was just looking around and I was admiring the darkness, it made me ask myself, why am I scared of being consumed by it? And I guess in more of, I don't know how to explain it, but basically came to realize the realization of my love for the dark. I love dark things. I love blacked out cars. I love dressing in all black. I love all black animals. My cat is she's dark, but she's not all black. She has like a dark brown to her also. But I love that. I love women with dark hair. That's that's a good one. I love women with dark hair. I don't know why, but I love it so much. But and then as I was just saying, I love the nighttime. And when I was coming to the realization of all these things that I love, I started to think about the dark side of myself. Why Do I hate to show it? I could not answer this question, and we got some questions, we got some answers of possibilities of why, of, no, I'm just playing. We got some possibilities of why I could not like to show this side, or I like to be a people pleaser most of the time and just, you know, yeah. So basically, what it was saying was right here we have this is what it started off saying. You're scared of the darkness not because you hate it, but because you understand it. Maybe even see yourself in it. First of all, Chat GPT be cooking on this poetic stuff. Like they be cooking. Okay, it says you may love things that are dark, the quiet, yes, the mysterious, yes, the edge, yes, the truth that light often hides. But loving something doesn't mean it doesn't sit still unsettle you. Darkness in all its forms represents the unknown, the hidden, the shadow, parts of life and of yourself. And that's why it's scary. Oops, didn't mean to do that. You might be scared of darkness because it reflects part of you you're still learning to accept fear, pain, anger, grief, or desire. It reminds you of how fragile light can be, how easily comfort or safety can vanish. It strips away distractions, forcing you to face things in yourself that are usually kept buried. Loving the darkness doesn't mean you're free from fearing it. It means that you're drawn to what's real, even if it's uncomfortable. That takes courage, not weakness. ChatGPT cooking. So maybe you fear the darkness because you love it. Well, obviously I guess that's the point. Because it matters. And deep down, part of you knows what we love the most is often what we are still learning how to live with. Honestly, I might read everything. Okay, I asked them to make a little poem to put that, and they cooked here. It said, the dark I love. I fear the dark, yet love its face. A quiet void, a sacred place. It holds the truths I hide by day and whisper things I dare not say. It knows my name, it knows my flame. It calls me close, yet plays a game. I reach for it, it pulls away, and still, I chase it anyway. Ooh! Chat GPT cooked. Yo, like I read that and I was just like jaw dropping. Like what? That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, so that was me just trying to figure out. I guess when I asked that first question, it kind of did. I don't think it fully understood what I was trying to ask. So I asked another question, and basically it was saying it was me. I basically came to the conclusion. I was like, I try being 100% perfect to people, as in people pleasing, or making people feel as comfortable as possible, spreading light always. Um, I see that in myself. I hate to show any type of anger, any type of guilt, or any like any negative not negative, but any downsided emotion. I try to like hide it from people, especially people that aren't like, especially people I don't know. I try to hide it from them, and I try to just be the most positive, uplifting person 24/7. And I guess I wanted to know if that was happy. I mean, sorry. I guess I wanted to know if that was healthy. I wanted to know if it's okay to always want to be like that. And this is what Chat GPT came up with. It said the answer is no. It's not inherently unhealthy to show the light side of yourself. But of course, when it's too much, obviously, I know too much of anything is bad. So, kind of makes sense. Balance is everything. We all have a range of emotions, experiences, and layers: joy, sadness, strength, fear, love, anger, light, and shadow. If you only show the light side, always happy, always kind, always okay, you might start hiding or suppressing what's real. That can lead to emotional exhaustion, anxiety, or even a sense of emptiness. I don't really understand what they meant by anxiety. I don't see, I don't understand. I don't see or understand how how too much of how I don't see how suppressing your downside emotions can lead to anxiety. I think that's a question I should ask. Yeah, I think that's a question I should ask. I should have asked, but it doesn't matter. We're already past it. Or a sense of emptiness. Anxiety and emptiness. I'm yawning crazy right now. I'm sleepy. It's 9 o'clock at night. It's way past my bedtime, guys. Okay, we're just gonna skip that. Why it can be harmful? You can stop being honest with yourself and others. You feel pressure to perform happiness. You don't give yourself space to process pain. Others may not see what you truly need. Okay, okay. I had to process that really quick. Okay, and then it says, but wanting to be light isn't wrong. It could mean you value peace. It could mean you want to protect others from your pain. It could mean, or maybe you just find comfort in radiating warmth. I think that's one of them. I think I do find a lot of comfort in just making sure that everyone else feels warm around me. Um, yeah, yeah. Protecting others from my pain. I don't know what pain. So it's another question. I truly feel like before I say this, the reason that another reason why I'm trying to like really get down to the bottom of this and understand this is because I was told or I was I felt the need to come to an understanding because I felt like I was being told that I'm suppressing something about myself or hiding something about myself. What was I? I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of two different things at once. I forgot how it was put, but it basically was saying that I was hiding or suppressing. Fuck. I forgot what it said. I forgot exactly what it said. But I'm basically trying to I'm trying to come to an understanding of what about myself am I not looking at? Am I not bringing to light? Am I not feeling comfortable with? And I think this is one of the things, or if not the thing, that I could not like, that I don't like to process. I didn't mean to say like, this could be one of the things that I don't like to process about myself is my quote unquote dark side. I don't like that word. That sounds really cringe. Anyways, okay, but it says that's beautiful, but you deserve the fullness of your humanity, not just the curated parts. I like that. Sorry, don't mind me. Not just the curated parts. Real light has shadows. Even the sun casts shadows. The healthiest, most grounded people don't only shine. I like that. They own their okay. They own their darkness too. And in doing that, their light becomes more real, more whole, and more healing. I feel it. You couldn't start a sentence with "and." I was taught that as a child. So, ChatGPT needs some literature lessons. So, is it unhealthy? Only if it's hiding the rest of you. You are not too much for the world. You're just real, and that's brave. I didn't really understand how to own your dark side. Like I understand I understand not hiding certain emotions and things like that, but like how do you be in a public area with people and just like not show like or show emotions like that in a public place? I think that was a dangerous one. I think I'm so sorry I'm doing that in the mic. I hope that doesn't sound bad. I think I need to come to an understanding of what it's like to own your dark side. And that's what I asked Chat GPT here. They said owning your dark side doesn't mean letting it control you. It means facing it, understanding it, and integrating it instead of pretending it's not there. It's not being negative, cruel, or dramatic. It's about being whole. Here's what owning your dark side can look like. I only really screenshotted one of these because it's kind of the one that I really thought I needed to hear. The other ones were already stuff that I've been working on. Here's what owning your dark side looks like. Acknowledging your shadow without shame. What is my shadow? What is my shadow? What does my shadow look like? What does it bring when I acknowledge it? Damn, I should have asked these questions. I didn't have these questions at first. You admit you have anger, fear, jealousy, sadness, desire, all the things people often hide. I definitely hide my anger. But okay, I can't say I hide my anger because I don't feel like I get angry that often. I don't. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit more aware of myself and of how I talk to people and things like that. But I genuinely don't feel like I hide my anger that often. I genuinely just feel like I don't get that angry. I just feel like things don't get to me that easily. I don't know what kind of things get to me. Okay, gaming, when I'm playing the game, that gets to me. I think when I'm not performing good in something that I want to perform good in, that gets to me. Like when I'm playing basketball and I'm just like missing everything, that starts to get to me. When I'm playing the video game and I'm just playing shitty, that gets to me. Um, but like people dealing with other living beings, that doesn't make me angry. Like I deal with a lot of stupidity in my days, especially working customer service and at a coffee shop where people are coming there because they're half asleep. So I deal with a lot of stupidity. And I don't feel like it ever really gets to me unless I'm sleepy. And then it's not them. It's really just me because when I'm sleepy, I'm kind of just looking for things to be angry about, and it doesn't really count when I'm sleepy. But when I'm wide awake, nothing really gets to me. When I'm feeling not feeling good technically, but when I'm like awake, like there's being sleepy, there's being awake, and then there's being happy. When I'm just awake but in like a neutral mood, nothing gets to me. Humans don't really get to me that often. My mom gets to me. I think that's a common thing. I think a lot of people have their mom or like just family members that can really get to them. My brother doesn't really get to me unless I'm like already in an irritated mood, but like they don't yeah, that stuff don't really get to me. So I can't really say I hide my anger because not a lot of things really make me angry. We have fear. I acknowledge my fear. I've been doing that a lot lately. I've been acknowledging what I'm afraid of and asking myself, why am I afraid of it? But another thing about me is even before I came to like agreement to myself to understand what and why I'm afraid of certain things, I've never allowed that to stop me from doing anything. I've never allowed it to control my life in any type of way. I'm a scary person. Like, I'm not a scary person. Well, I'm a scary person, but it doesn't control my life. Like, it's more of a scary thing of anxiety. It's more so I overthink a lot. So I'll come to like the worst possible situation from overthinking. But I'm not like, ooh, that's scary. I don't want to do it. Like, no, I don't give a fuck. Like, if I'm scared, I'm scared. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna do it. But I'll overthink it. So fear, I don't think. Jealousy, I don't really experience jealousy. I get more so happy for people, even if they have something that I want. Like, yeah, even if they have something that I want, it's more so a either an admiration. I'll admire some people who like have a car that I want or is in a nice relationship or just have things that I would like in my life. I admire it, but I don't get jealous. Cause I don't know, in the back of my head, I'm always thinking I'm gonna have it sooner or later. But I'm happy for you for having it now, bro. You look cool. Like it's like that. So I don't really experience jealousy that often, if ever. Sadness, I experience sadness pretty often and I don't hide it. I normally just let it flow how it flows. Desire. I experience desire pretty often. I didn't know that was a side of I didn't know it was like a negative thing. Desire can be kind of bad. You shouldn't desire things. I guess I don't like I said, I think I more so admire things than desire it. Well, no, I desire having a BMW. I desire I desire I do desire some things. Okay. Now that I'm thinking about it. We'll get to the bottom of that later in our private time. Another section. You stop pretending you're only ever peaceful, loving, or strong. Okay. I have parts of me, quotes. I have parts of me I don't always like, but they are still me. Okay. I can see that. I can see that. There is a part of me that I hate sometimes, but I think I think I don't well, I don't know. I haven't really been tested lately, but I think mentally I more so I ignore my mental thoughts because I don't feel like I genuinely don't feel like they're me. I feel like they're more so just. But then, okay, I don't know. Okay, that's a question for a later future because sometimes, like, how would you have the thought in the first place if you don't feel it somewhere in your body? Does that make sense? I hope y'all can't see my feet. But that's a question I want to ask. How would you like people say your thoughts aren't you and you should ignore them, but like how would a thought even originate in the first place if it wasn't some part of how you feel, even in the littlest tiny slightest part of your body? Because I don't think you would just have a thought that you don't ever acknowledge or like ever feel or something like that. No, it is in your full control to ignore the thought because I really hope my feet were in the camera. It is your choice to ignore the thought because it's not necessarily how you feel and it's not necessarily what you want. It's more so of an unconscious. Well, I think that's the point of meditation and stuff to be more aware of your thoughts and to be more in control, as in not letting them just burst onto anything. But for the people that's working on it, like me, I still have a lot of thoughts that just pop up instantly without me acknowledge or without me being there to acknowledge that it's building up. So I think that just comes with a practice of awareness. But for the people working on it, I think ignoring it is just the best possible outcome until you get to the point where you can just keep it completely out. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, that's why. Okay, I was about to say I'm not sure why I started talking about this, but yeah, okay. I have parts of me I don't always like, but they're still me, and that was one thing is a lot of the things I think of seem dark and negative, or it's entertaining lower energy, and I think that's a part of me that I don't like and that I try to hide. Okay, okay, I like that. Good reflection. Good reflection. Right here we have letting the dark speak in safe ways through journaling. Oh, I like this one. Okay. Letting the dark speak through safe ways through journaling, music, art, poetry, therapy, silence. You give the dark a place to experience, express. Okay, I'm like, I'm saying the word, but I'm not seeing it. You give the dark a place to express itself. You stop bottling it up until it explodes. I really like that. I have a strong, and this is something I missed when I was speaking on things that I like. I have a strong liking for dark art, and I think that says something. I, the other day, had a thought that I want one of my purpose, if it's not, I want it to be to create art that moves people, art that wakes people up, art that makes people cry, art that makes people really feel an emotion when they read it, hear it, feel it, or anything. I don't know where or how or what kind of art, but everything in this world is art. So I want to perfect art. I want to create the best art in this world that moves people, whether it's a poem, whether it's playing basketball, whether it's playing tennis, whether it's ice skating, whether it's drawing. I want to create art for this world and I want it to be absolutely amazing. I want millions, trillions to see it and understand it. If honestly, you don't need to understand it, but I want you to feel it. You don't have to understand what you're feeling all the time, but I want people to feel it. That is a thought that I had the other day. So once it said this, it really hit me. Expressing your darkness through art. I don't know what that would look like yet, but I felt like if I started to draw or create music or poetry or journaling, my dark side, I guess I want to come to an understanding of what that is technically. Um, but I think that's my choice. I keep looking at the laptop. I think that's my choice. I think it's my choice to choose what my darkness is. And I guess it's my choice to choose how I want to express it. Whether it's getting a big canvas and just drawing black and gray everywhere and just throwing in a little red or something like that. Rather, I think that might be my choice. I'm not sure about that, but I really want to experience this part of myself. I really want to experience what that would be like to express my darkness through art. I feel like it would be beautiful because I love dark art. Like if you look on my Instagram, on my Instagram feed, it's a lot of like no, not my Instagram feed, my Pinterest. There's a Pinterest feed that I have. And even when I was younger, I did it a lot. I don't do it more because I think this is why we're here. I think I'm trying to push that dark side of myself away. I even like I even tell myself stop dressing in dark all the time and stuff like that. But I think I'm like metaphorically like pushing it away. When I was younger, and it's still on my Pinterest page, I used to love dark art on Pinterest. Like, let me see if I can find some. I most likely can find some. It's so I don't know what attracted me to it. I just like it. Oh, I'm like, what is this page? I'm on my second page. I'm sitting here looking at this like, what the fuck am I looking at? This is the page I used to like. save stuff. So my main page doesn't like mess up. Okay. So on the real page, I think it's in my okay, what is that? It's in my even tattoo art. I love dark tattoo art. I love dark homes. I love like I don't know, it's something about darkness. Like look, this is it. Okay. Hope you guys can see it pretty well. Hold on. It's like stuff like this. I don't think it's showing really well. But like even that picture, the picture right here, I'm gonna click on it. Like this, it's something unique about this, but it scares me. And I don't know why. It's stuff like that on my Pinterest page. I don't do it as much because I'm not on Pinterest that much, but I used to love Pinterest. I used to like just play music and scroll through it and just add stuff. But it's stuff like that that really attracts me, and I never really considered creating it myself because I never really thought I was like an artist. Well, an artist in that way. Like we all express our art in different ways, but I never really thought that I could like, draw things like that. But I think I'm gonna find my calling. I'm gonna find what calls to me, what like I'm gonna find if it's music, I'm gonna find if it's art, I'm gonna find whatever it is. Maybe it's all of it. Maybe I just have to do it more and perfect it. Because I feel like I can do anything. So if I really wanted to, I think I can you just gotta do it enough and you'll get good at it. But yeah, so this one really, really, really spoke to me. And I'm definitely gonna use this strategy. I think I'm gonna try I think journaling, because I journal pretty often, and maybe music. Interesting. Going into a new I actually just started a new playlist. Oh my god, I just started a new playlist and it's like supposed to be like some like hard, more quote unquote devilish sounding music. But I don't think no, I don't really understand the music, but it doesn't feel like evil in a way. I don't know. All that is I'm questioning all that stuff right now. I question the Grim Reaper. I question what he really represents because like you ever see those like really beautiful like pictures of like an angel and a Grim Reaper like being in love, and it kind of like questions like what really is the Grim Reaper? Like what does he really represent? Being someone that not controls death but is on the right there on the cusp of death. What does he experience? What does he feel? What really is death? That's a beautiful question. That's a good question. That's a good question. But yeah, but basically all of darkness, I think I try to run away from it because it's darkness and it's I guess it's the lower part of ourselves and it's still ourselves. So I think I'm here now trying to understand why and what I should do with it. And I think this has really spoke to me. We're gonna we're gonna look at this and really I'm gonna get back to you guys on how journaling and music how it plays out and how it helped. Last but not least, I asked ChatGPT to put it in a metaphor so I can really understand what it's trying to say, and it helped. It helped a lot. So it said here, you are a house with many rooms. Some rooms are filled with light, laughter, warmth, music, and calm. These are the parts you proudly show to guests, the parts you've cleaned, decorated, and learned to love. But down the hall, behind heavier doors, there are darker rooms, places where old fears sleep, where anger paces, where pain has left things in disarray. Disarray. owning your dark side move isn't setting those rooms on fire or pretending they don't exist. It's turning the doorknob. It's stepping inside with a lamp in your head saying, I see you. I keep scrolling up because I think I'm like on chat PC. I see you. I know you're part of this home and I won't abandon you anymore. Some rooms will take time to clean, some will always be messy, but the house becomes more honest and more whole when no part of it is locked away. That I think I think that right there put it into perspective of what I'm most likely. I'm obviously not sure yet. I would love for the universe to give me a sign if I'm hitting the jackpot here, but I think that has put things into perspective about what I'm hiding or running from or not expressing. And I think that's what it has been because my whole childhood was kind of just depressing and dark. And I think as I got older, I decided I didn't want that anymore and I wanted everything to be light. And I think that's what I'm working on now to make everything bright, everything light, and everything calming and everything uh, com- comfortable. I think that's the word I'm looking for. For everything to be comfortable for me and for the people around me. And I think that I'm not finding the balance. I'm not. What I should be doing is. Why am I holding onto the lamp like that? What I should be doing right now is bringing in light because, like, well, now I think it's too late. I think at this point, I am doing too much light. I think as a child, it was too much darkness, too much depression, too much isolation, just too much of my dark side being expressed. And I think I've always been like a happy child to people. I think I've always tried to be a people pleaser, but it was still a lot of darkness at the time. And now I think I'm at the point where I'm just trying to make everything light all the time. I'm trying to make home comfortable. I'm trying to make people around me comfortable. I'm trying to make the things that I have in my life bright and light. I'm trying to not dress in dark clothes anymore. It's certain things that I'm just trying to turn around. And it's some things that I just can't. Like, I love blackout cars. Like I said, I love women with dark hair. I love, I just love that whole dark aesthetic. And it's always been something that I loved, but I think I'm just forcing it away. But it's kind of hard because I love it. And this just brought into perspective that I need to just find balance in it. I need to express it another way. If I want to keep things light, I don't know about dressing. I don't know. I just like wearing all black just feels cool. It feels cool to wear all black. So I don't know if I'll ever really stop that. I don't know if I'll ever not have a like all blacked out car. My car now is straight black. Even the it's dark tint and it's blacked out. So um the girl I have a crush on now and has black hair, not dark hair, just straight black hair. um, it's it's certain parts of me I still like. Well, I think that's one thing I actually started to run away from being up late at night. I think as a child I was a crazy night owl, bro. I was up till I would I didn't sleep the whole day. I never really was like a sleeper. I never really could sleep the whole day, even when I was young. My mom really never let me. So even when it came to my choice, it never really could happen. Even now, like it's going on 10 o'clock. It's pretty late right now. It's a weekday, guys. So it's a Wednesday. Trust me, it's pretty fucking late. It's it's pretty late. But fuck, I lost my train of thought. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Yeah, I used to be a night owl and I used to stay up crazy late, but now I'm just I get to the point where it's like once it starts to get dark outside, I want to be asleep. But being up late that day and just sitting in my car and sitting outside and hearing the grasshoppers chirp, hearing the silence, and looking at the moon, it it started to make me, this is why we're here. It started to make me think like I kind of am in love with this. I'm kind of in love with dark things. I'm in love with the shadows. I'm in love with being in the shadows. That's one thing I missed. I love being in the shadows. I hate being, I don't, I'm trying to learn to love it. Like, as you can see, I'm sitting here making a podcast. Like, I obviously am going to like have attention on me by making a podcast, especially sitting here talking to you guys one on one. It's going to bring attention, but there's a part of me that's like still fighting to stay in the shadows. And I think I just need to, I think that part is kind of unhealthy. I think I have an unhealthy part on that side. Like I said, I fear a lot of things, but I still do it. As you can see, I fear being in the spotlight, but I'm still here making a podcast, hoping that one day I'll be in the spotlight. People will understand and hear the things I'm saying, and it'll change or flip their life around or help them do better. I have a lot more that I want to put out. I'm going to try to put them out. But yeah, I love being in the shadows, but I fear the shadow. It's weird. I don't know, but ooh, we're gonna work on this. We're gonna work on more. We're gonna. I think the best way to express it is in art, in some form of art. Like I said, I want to create art for the world in every single possible way. I want to move people. I want to change people's lives. I want to inspire people. I want to do great things, and that requires being in the spotlight. And I think that's one part of the light that I do hate is the spotlight. I love the shadows. I love being in the back of the class. I love, even though, which is another weird thing, I love being in the back of the class, but at the same time, I was the class clown. So spotlight was on me often, but at the same time, I still loved being in the back. I don't know. I'm a weird person. I don't fucking know what the fuck is going on with me. But now that I've asked myself the question, because this was like 2 days ago, maybe. So now that I asked myself the question, and now that it's on my mind because I couldn't find out what I could have possibly been, because I felt like I was pretty aware of all sides of myself, and if I'm aware of something, I'm going to start working on it. So I think this maybe was the thing. Hopefully, like I said, universe, give me a sign if I'm hit the jackpot. So yeah, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on some dark art. We're gonna work on some dark music. I don't know if I'm gonna create. I don't really know how to create dark music, but listening to it, I find a liking to it in a way. We'll see. Anyways, Jesus, that's really it. I have a little message here that says, "Keep chasing what calls to you, even if it scares you a little. This is where the true beauty lies." And like I said, guys, dark things are beautiful. I love black things. It's just, I don't know what about it, but it's the most beautiful art. So maybe the Grim Reaper is a lover. That's what I think. I think the Grim Reaper is. I love that. This just hit my head because I was thinking about the Grim Reaper. I love that. I love that message. I love that symbolic of something so pure and something so light, loving something so dark and something so dark. And it's like, it really puts in perspective the balance of things. How something that is of straight light craves darkness, and something of darkness craves light. It's interesting. So if something like the Grim Reaper, who's supposed to be this all black thing, who's just of death, wouldn't they crave life? Wouldn't they crave light? Wouldn't they crave love? And then what does that mean for the angel? It doesn't make either a bad person, obviously, but I don't know. That's something I want to look into more about. Yeah, because lately I've been like thinking about the Grim Reaper and thinking about what death really is and what darkness is, and it seems to be more beautiful, if you ask me. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I think I think we've talked enough, and I think it's time for me to shut up. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, we've definitely talked enough, guys. What is that? I can't really see it, but I think it's over 40 minutes. I love you guys. I love all things. I love light. I love darkness. I love myself. I love you. I love everything. And I hope you guys aren't hiding a part of yourself. And if you are, I strongly suggest that you really look at all aspects and areas of your life and figure out what is being covered and what is being masked or what is being suppressed. Because my conclusion after today, after this talk, is embrace what may seem like it shouldn't be. Embrace the darkness, embrace the light, and find balance in both. That's what I'm going to try to do. So I suggest that you do the same. It's been fun. It's been nice. As you can see, I'm here with another different setup. I think this is the final product. I think this is it. We're going to sit here for a while, and this is going to be the outlook of everything. Got my books right here. I don't be reading. I read, as you can see, there's like a bookmark in the top emotional intelligence one. I read, but I don't do it often because I gotta be in a certain headspace and I'm trying to like just getting in that headspace more. So I read just not often, and sometimes when I do, it's really fast and short. So I'm working on it. I have a lot of time to fucking read books, but yeah, nice little setup. Got the lamp here. Wireless mouse goes to the laptop, and we're chilling in the corner, vibing, talking, loving, hating. We're doing it all. That's enough for today, guys. I'm shutting up now. I'm going to bed. Uh, maybe. Also, didn't make it. Okay, I'm shutting up now. I'm shutting up. If I talk about that, I'm going to go on for a few more minutes. Anyways, I love you guys. Um, like, comment, subscribe. Spotify, YouTube. I am not just doing, I don't know if I'm going to release this Saturday or tomorrow. One or the other. It's either going to be, it's either going to be, what's today? Wednesday? Thursday? Let me see how I feel Thursday. I might release it Friday. I might release this Friday. If not, if I do release this Friday, you're getting another one on Saturday because I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to put as much videos out there. But let me see. I'm going to sit down, get back in the book, and see what I have. I actually have two ones from a while ago that I've been meaning to touch bases on, but let me get back to them and let me see if it feels right, because that's really when I like to do things, when it feels right. And most of the time I know when it feels right. So we'll see. If this drops Friday, you're getting another one Saturday. If it drops Saturday, you're probably not getting another one until later in the week. But you'll probably get two next week also. No promises. Love you guys. I'm out of here. Be safe, be kind, be loving. Don't hide any part of yourself. You're amazing, you're beautiful. And bye.